They have to get to know me before they find out I'm an idiot, usually. Oh, welcome to Shambles episode 2. Today, I'm Duncan. Today we have Daniel.
Again.
Starting off strong. What's the first thing we want to talk about? This is all staying in.
You had some stuff you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, let's catch people up on our lives since last time we did this. I'm looking around the room like we have people watching us. But it's Pokemon's 25th anniversary this year. And they were doing cards and Happy Meals at McDonald's. And I ignored it for about 2 weeks, and then my coworker just kept talking about it, and I was like, you know what? I'll get a Happy Meal. So I got it, and then about $200 later, I got a lot of Pokemon cards now, and some Pokemon memorabilia, I'll say. I'm not going to be too specific. That went a lot faster than I thought it would be.
Well, it's just funny to me that this is your room where you sleep in, but it's just more of a where you store stuff. It's more of a storage.
Yeah, well, if I didn't have a roommate hogging up my storage room. Hope you heard that.
Yeah, stuff from all different franchises.
Heck yeah, dude, only the best, though. I mean, have you ever seen such a collection in your life?
No. That's pretty good. It's pretty lame, but it's pretty good.
Excuse me? Don't listen to him. Anyways, what has been going on with you?
What has been going on with you?
I asked you first.
I am currently unemployed. I'm going to college now. That's what they think. And I don't work at Bi-Mart. And life's doing pretty good, but I'm scared I'm gonna run out of money. I'm trying to find a way to get some money without working minimum wage.
Without working?
Without working. I'm done with working for my money. I'm done with earning a decently good living. Being a decent man.
Nowhere's hiring unless you want to work 40 hours a week.
What a ripoff.
Nobody wants to do that.
I know.
Shout out to Dumb and Dumber on that one. Can't take credit for that joke.
What is capitalism?
Capitalism?
Yeah.
Let's not get into that. I don't want to touch that topic on here. We will not touch capitalism or communism on this podcast. It's too political. Too political.
Is it political if you don't know the difference?
I know a very elementary school difference. I don't want them to know that I'm that dumb yet.
All our 5 viewers.
All 5 of them.
Our legitimate 5 viewers, because we uploaded this to YouTube and we got 5 viewers.
Heck yeah. One of them might have been on my friends list that I suggested it to. So at least 4 people that just stumbled upon it.
To view it, do you just have to, you don't have to, really watch the video. You can just accidentally click on something, right?
I think there's, a percentage you have to get into the video for it to count. You have to watch at least, I think...
30.
It's 30 or 50%, something like that. Somewhere in that range.
Somebody watched the first part of when we were talking about.
Dude, hopefully they got to over the top when I was trying to sell you on that movie, because that was in the title.
Oh yeah. What's going on with you, Duncan? How has your life changed since last podcast?
We pretty much covered it. I just wasted a lot of money and work all the time. So
how has your? Yeah.
How's my what?
Any exciting news related to your intimate life?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Nope.
Okay.
I've been on a couple dates, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Not a lot of people in this town.
It's so funny. It's funny to hear you talk in references to stuff that are my trend, just because you're so much older. You're like
How much older than you? I'm only 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, that's quite a difference. It's
after you graduate from high school, it's not that wild. My favorite coworker for a long time was 50-something years old, at least.
Oh, I miss Fred, dude.
Oh, he was great.
I probably would have stayed if I had Fred.
And you didn't have to cashier all the time.
Oh my god. I hate cashiering, dude. That's like the biggest reason why I quit.
It's rough. They asked me to register one the other day. And I like somehow talked him out of it. I was getting my nom flashbacks. I was like, ooh, I mean, yeah. And then the new manager, Alex, was like, hey, you know what? We'll get Linda to do it. And I was like, yes.
That's so stupid. I wish I could just say no.
I mean, I didn't say no, but I was...
Oh, dude, I feel like Alex hated me just because he knew I hated the job. But little did he know I was leaving. That's why I showed it.
I like Alex. He's fine. He doesn't scare me as much as Chris did.
He works too hard.
Nah, he's fine.
I don't like people who work too hard. I don't like people who have pride in their job. Like you gotta be, as the kids say,
I don't have pride in anything.
Down bad for that to happen.
The kids must say that because I have no idea what that means. What if it was on mute the entire time, even though we're looking at?
It's nice just to look at the sound waves.
Yeah.
Sound waves.
Nice.
Are they even sound waves?
I don't know what you would call them.
Do you have other topics, right?
Amazon stuff needs to be more descriptive about what you're getting, because I bought... Oh yeah, that Lapras stuffed animal. I swear it said that it was like...
Dude, why is it shell purple?
Is it purple?
It looks purple.
Nah, it's just the lighting. It's like gray. It's cute though, isn't it? Yeah. It's a really good stand for my phone when I'm lying in bed, actually. But I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. That's the main point of it. And then I got that binder. It could just be user error because I got a little excited on Amazon. But that binder was a little smaller than I was expecting. Only like 4 cards per page. So there's that. That's about it. Some old friends visited recently. That was pretty nice. My best friend from Washington. They were driving through and spent the night. I showed them the town, so that took about 30 seconds before they got the gist of what it's like around here.
I went to this person's house in Caldwell that I've been seeing, you know?
Mm.
And we like drove around Caldwell a little bit. And then I got home because I spent the night there. I got home and then I looked at Ontario. And it's just so funny, like, how used to this garbage I am. Like, I just looked around and I'm like, damn, I really live in this place. Like, I live my day-to-day life in this place.
Yeah, it's pretty...
Hey, you should probably mute out Ontario.
Ooh, you think we're going to get famous enough?
No.
By the time this if we ever get famous for anything, I'm sure we'll be long gone, hopefully. Although I really do want to censor something. All they'd have to do is look at my Facebook. I'm just going to cut to that, just while you're talking, then just censor out like a 2 minutes of conversation. Yeah. Then just like look at my Facebook.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched another movie. I'll bring that up.
I don't get movie heads. I don't get people who like movies.
Well,
I'll say that straight away.
The movie is called The Fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
With John Travolta.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but it was fantastic. And he's just a big fan of a guy, and he like refuses to give him an autograph. So he breaks into his house, accidentally kills his maid, and then pretends to murder him, and then he just walks away scot-free at the end.
How much money do you think he got from that, from making a shitty movie?
Way too much money.
Yeah, that sucks.
I think the budget wasn't a ton anyways, but
if I ever get famous in music, I'm gonna make an album that's super progressive or something. Just have it be random sounds and then have it be super abstract, but honestly just record myself doing nothing for like an hour. And then if you do that, you do just get money.
Just
People believe
do
you.
it all on a kazoo.
Oh, you want to know something actually crazy? Something that has been bothering me recently?
All right.
This is some juicy tidbits about the Mormon church.
My brothers might listen to this.
Okay. So, my old teachers from the Mormon church,
Okay.
I won't say their names, but growing up, they're kind of like the like model husbands and wives, you know what I mean? So, for the guy, the wife died. For the woman, the husband died, obviously, because they're Mormon and they're not gay. And it's just, they've been together for so long. And it's just the fact that they got together after their spouses died, like a month later, and they're engaged now.
You gotta fill in the void somehow.
That's so sad, though. You spent your whole life with that person. You're like, oh, they're dead. So I guess gotta. Like, is that. It's just so soon. And after that, you spent so much time with that person.
That is pretty fast. But
Like, that's just almost sad.
maybe they just didn't want to think about it. They had spent so much time with another person, it was weird being alone, so maybe that helped. I get it in both scenarios. I
guess I get it.
But it'd be crazy. I've been searching for 23 years and I can't find somebody. They found each other in a month, so that's pretty wild.
Well, they've known each other their whole lives.
Like,
they're in the same ward.
well, I guess that I'll allow it.
They're like 70.
That's just the companionship at that point. They're not getting down. Oh, who knows?
I can't wait to have a divorce when I'm older.
You think you're gonna get one?
No, but it just
So common.
satisfies my trope. What's your trope? You know how everybody kind of has a model of like what they want to.
What they want to do?
No, like what they want people to look at them like.
So you want people to look at you and be like, that guy got divorced?
No.
Man, look at the divorcee over here.
This guy, I heard he got divorced.
That's all he'll ever be known for. I'm too dumb to be a nerd, but I'm too nerdy to be like cool. So I'm just like an enigma. I can't make friends on either side because I'm like, these people are too weird for me, and these people are too cool for me.
Did you ever do any clubs in high school?
I did video club.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
It was pretty fun. That was the one time I really willingly went to a sport event to record it. My friend ended up doing most of the actual work, and I was just hanging out at that point because I didn't want to watch it.
One time in 9th grade, my friend was in the art club because their parents made them
Art's pretty cool, though.
be in a club.
I should have done art.
And then I went with my friend, and they thought I was in the art club apparently, so I just like painted people's faces. I got in for free.
Nice.
Yeah. It's about as exciting as my 9th grade high school life gets. I didn't like have a wild high school life, I feel like.
No, I definitely did not. I went to school and I came home.
That's so true.
Until senior year, then I started enjoying a teacher. He got fired. That's a whole story.
You started enjoying a teacher? What do you mean?
Like I did the video club because he was the teacher. And stuff like that.
He was in the video club? He did the video club?
Dude, I won't say his name, but heck yeah.
Nice. He's out of jail now.
Hey, that he is. He married her.
Hey, whoa. This town sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
He married her. After all that.
He did.
I mean,
Pretty sure. I don't know if they're
if
married,
he's
to be honest.
happy.
They're having a baby as well.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure she was 18 when it started, so as weird as it was, and like it's in a violation.
Well,
of
if she was
that kind of
18,
stuff.
then why did she get in trouble?
It's still a teacher-student thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not something that's even frowned upon in like college. Like professors aren't advised to, let's say,
Go on a date with them.
there you go. That's a good way to put it. Couldn't think of a good
have
euphemism.
interest in them. To seek companionship with them.
Not really something they like.
This one's going better than the last one, though.
You think? Why do you not get movies? I gotta come back to that.
I don't like them.
It's blasphemous.
I feel like if I'm going to engage myself in media, it should be something I'm doing. That way, at least it seems productive. Like if I'm watching a movie, it's like, dang, I am not engaging myself in any way.
It doesn't use any brain power.
Yeah.
You gotta figure out who killed who.
Well, that's why I like
Get
playing video
holes.
games. Well, I mean, I don't honestly. I only play one video game.
Yeah, I know. What
Just
video
because it's stimulating, because it's so hard. I wouldn't play any other video games because I don't like just casually doing stuff. I like to feel like I'm progressing on something, I guess.
I guess that's the difference between you and I. I casually do everything. I'm here for a good time.
I'm too competitive. Like that's why I refuse to play board games with my family. Just like
you like flip the board over.
Every like 3 years, I'll play Pictionary with them, and I promise myself I won't get competitive. And by the end, I just end up fuming. It's like, you cheated, because they cheat. They do cheat, and it's not fair.
My problem isn't even cheating. It's the fact that I took so many drawing classes, so I'd like kind of know something, and I'll play Pictionary, and people look at my stuff and they're like, "What is that? It's so, what is it? I can't figure out what it is," and I just want to slam their face into the board.
The worst part is when people guess without any reason. Like you draw a circle just to start something. Look, circle, boat,
hula hoop.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Like I'm not. That's always bothered me. My mom always does that, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I can't do Pictionary just because that. I want to have fun, but people don't understand basic drawing techniques. They just can't play with the peasant commoners that don't know what they're talking about.
Basic drawing techniques. What does technique have to do with?
Because there's certain
them understanding it.
There's certain forms and stuff that you do when you draw. Like if you're drawing something or whatever, certain shapes create things. I'm doing a poor job of explaining it. Yeah, that's all I got.
I have no idea how girls paint their nails. My recent love interest painted my nails while I was at their house recently. And it's so hard to not pick at them.
She was just testing to see if you were a man or a woman.
My roommate has been saying stuff like that recently. They're like, that's kind of a woman thing. Like, that's kind of a bottom thing.
The only time I'll allow it is if you're wearing an Akatsuki robe afterwards. You gotta go all out.
Cocaine is kind of a girl drug, to be honest.
Cocaine? It's either a woman drug or a rich person drug.
I think if you're a guy, the manly thing to do is shoot up heroin. I just think that's the
that's always the manlier thing to do whatever kills you faster.
Just do whatever is stupider.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, heroin is a man's drug.
I would say I can respect that, but I don't know if I can.
Hey, if I ever got rich, I'd shoot up heroin for the thrill of it.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding on that.
Ooh. That's a free country. So your drug of choice is heroin.
Yeah. Well, shooting it up would kind of suck.
Dude.
But
the fact
doing cocaine is kind of a bottom thing. So it only leaves me with one choice at the end of the day.
Well, I'm never gonna do anything that involves injecting myself. So if I get diabetes, I'm screwed. And I don't want to inhale anything, so I think the only drug that I could do realistically would be acid. Just plop that sucker onto my tongue and go.
It's not like a hard drug, though.
Huh?
It's not like a hard drug, though.
They have to be hard drugs? We were just talking about drugs here.
We're talking about drugs that ruin your life.
I don't know. Could ruin my life. Who knows?
I mean, like meth, cocaine, acid. Wait, not acid.
Oh! Oops, that was kind of loud.
Meth, cocaine, heroin. Those are the only 3 drugs I know that are like...
Painkillers?
Weed, cigarettes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Have I told you that when I was cashier in Register 1? All those days just standing there doing nothing. the closest I think I'm ever gonna get to smoking. I look at it after like 20 minutes, and like staring at them for like the last week, and I'll be like, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm kind of tempted just to try it.
Yeah,
just because you're there with it all day.
You can definitely see the appeal. Like when I was out there, I was looking at which one would I get. Yeah.
Would I like
which one would
minty?
you get?
Would I go menthol?
Which one would you get?
I'd try like just a menthol whatever, or like a Swisher Sweet. That's all I would. Then I'd try a cigar. Why not?
Which one do you think had the coolest packaging?
Ooh, none of the standard cigarettes. It was like all the weird stuff.
The weird Marlboro ones. Those just don't look good to me.
It was like cheapo cigar packs that were like raspberry flavored and stuff. I think those were the most interesting looking.
I think the American Spirit looked cool.
Like, yeah. Except, am I allowed to smoke those?
Yeah. Over 21, aren't you?
I'm not going to finish that joke. I would have to censor that out, I think. Whew. You want to see how long we can go without talking and get some dead air on this bad boy?
No. How long has it been since you played guitar?
Guitar? Oh, it's been way too long. I think I could maybe do that little riff from Jesse's Girl, which is all I knew anyways. And if I really tried it for a day, I might be able to learn the intro to Same Mistake by James Blunt again. I got pretty decent at the intro for that one. It was good. But I forgot pretty much everything I learned in guitar class. So, been focusing more on the Japanese lately, and even that's not going super well. Yep. Languages are hard, man. I mean, I feel like compared to other subjects, I'm pretty decent at learning a language.
Yeah.
But I also watched, show my elitism here, I also watched Naruto for like 10 years before I started learning Japanese, so.
I don't think I've learned a single. Maybe I learned like 3 Japanese words from Naruto.
You learn a couple words, but then most of it as I kind of started to pick up the sound of the language, you know what I'm saying? Just watching it so much, you can kind of like pick up fluctuations and like some things, so that when you start to learn it, it's a little easier, but not much.
Yeah. It's so weird seeing like Indian people like obsessed with our culture. I see it all the time on social media. They're like Indian people talking about just like very American values or like swag and stuff.
I feel like they can relate to our values, right? I don't know.
I don't think so.
They have like all that. I was gonna show my lack of knowledge of India.
Well, just like they admire American culture.
Dude, what's not to admire about this place? It's pretty
being
great.
Fat.
Well,
shooting people. I mean, is that what people think about us? I'm not saying like that is American culture, but I'm just saying, is that what people think about us?
That's probably their go-to thing.
Yeah.
It's the gun stuff. A lot of foreigners aren't big on the gun thing, but I don't think... I don't think that the guns play a part in it. I think our mental health stuff is the bigger problem than the guns are. We tend to create those monsters.
No politics.
This is mental health, not politics.
I was talking about culture, not politics. I was talking about funny Instagram pages. Like all the funny, inspirational Indian Instagram pages.
And you are up the guns and stuff.
I'm just saying that's probably what they think about us.
Well, maybe, for sure. Yeah, I got nothing.
Start fighting.
That's
hear it in the back.
Content.
You hear it in the background. Slam against the
Some
wall.
of my favorite podcast moments are just them yelling at each other for about 5 minutes. That's pretty wild. You know things are going to get heated when you're doing something like this, just for the show of it. The show factor. I'm going to start screaming at you for 5 minutes. My neighbors wouldn't like that, I don't think.
If you screamed at me, I think I'd just take it. I think I'd just like look around your room.
Oh, absolutely.
I need to watch more podcasts to see like what they do to keep somebody like I don't know, is it always this casual?
Oh, if not at all. A lot of them are fairly casual to an extent, and they like have a specific topic. But I don't really like those ones because it gets stale unless you're like super into like listening about all the sport news for the week, you know.
Yeah.
This is just free form. You can kind of talk about whatever, and anything could happen, and I like it. And like I think the less, like, you still got to be
Less expected.
less expected, but the less, what's the word I want to say? It's not coming to me. All of a sudden.
Telegraphed.
I don't think we're to the point where we can finish each other's sentences quite yet. So what is it? Professional. The less professional it is, I kind of enjoy.
Oh.
Because it like makes it more entertaining. Like, don't intentionally be doing stupid stuff to like answering phone calls and whatnot. But if it fits the bit or the moment,
Yeah.
I think that's more entertaining.
And we have no credits to be professional anyways.
No, absolutely not. I'm doing this because I want to have fun, basically. Just see if I can't enjoy it and get a little bit of a following.
Yeah.
This is the only way I'm ever going to be productive in life, is to make money for sitting around talking.
So Dr. Pepper.
I like it. I have a problem, for sure.
If Dr. Pepper was a girl, what do you think she'd look like?
She would be perfect. It stings a little, but it's always satisfying. It's always pretty smooth going down.
Dr. Pepper would have an STD.
Oh, I don't know about that. Dr. Pepper's clean.
There's nothing wrong with STDs.
If I want to be...
Can't judge a woman by their STDs.
I mean, you do you, man. I'm not going to judge. Just don't share them, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, goodness.
Zippo lighters.
We gotten to the point where we're just looking at stuff in the room to figure out what to talk about because we didn't prepare very well for this.
Pretty badass. Yeah, we should have had more topics. I'm just saying.
Next time. But that's what we said last time. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. You been driving much? Have you tried doing much more driving around?
Don't talk to me about that.
All right, never mind.
I don't
New
want to
topic.
talk about that.
I've been driving around lately to and fro from work.
Yeah? Dude, there's something about driving that just pisses me off. I just think it's the fact that I have to, like...
I hate concentrating, so that's a minus for me right there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go to the DMV. I don't want to schedule my driver's test. It's just stuff like that pisses me off.
Yeah.
I just need to. I just, like, at one point in my life, I just need to gain the willpower to do it. Or just literally have somebody do it for me.
That's what I did. And I'm glad you asked.
Is that
I made my mom do it for me. Heck yeah.
How? What'd you say?
I was like, Mom, can you take me to the DMV and, like, help me? And then she did it.
Yeah, I hate being reliant on my parents.
It's not fun. I've definitely am trying to be an adult more and more every day.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Baby steps. One day I'll drive on the freeway.
Have you never driven on the freeway?
I think once.
Have you only, like, driven in Ontario?
Yes. Hey, to be fair though, when I'm going out and stuff, usually my friends drive, so it's that, like, Mary. She doesn't mind if I say her name. I like Mary. Mary and them, they'll drive with no complaints generally, and I don't really like driving, so if they want to drive, that's all good.
I just want to be able to have freedom.
That's
I know,
great.
but it's just the fact that I don't want to go to the DMV. I don't want to schedule my driver's test. Those things are just annoying.
Yeah, that's for sure. I had to, when I was applying for the apartment, I didn't have any credit, so I had to go through a bunch of hoops. And I had to actually call, like, this credit agency so they could pass my background check for me. Or do however that works, I don't really know. I don't know how life works. And so that was, like, the most adult thing I ever did. I was on my lunch at work where I usually just, like, zone out for 15 minutes and then go back to work. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it. Called them up, wrote down some info, and got that taken care of later that day with my mom's help. So yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun and scary being an adult because I spent 18 years trying to avoid as much responsibility as possible, and so once you become an adult, It's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, I've been an adult for a year.
Heck yeah, dude.
All I really did was get a full-time job. That's the most adult thing I've done.
And you quit, so now you've done everything an adult needs to do.
I've moved out too, so...
The three things.
To finish my adult trinity, I have to learn how to drive. That's how you know you've made it.
Yeah. Ooh, should I answer the phone?
Do it.
Dude, I don't know.
Come on, do it.
I feel like I'd have to censor it.
Dude, that'd be like the funniest part of the video.
Alright, my dad's calling here. Let's... Hello?
Hello.
Can I help you?
Yes.
What's going on?
Mustache is finally looking good.
That's the first thing you say?
Yeah, that was looking good.
Thanks.
How can you help me? Yeah, send me money.
You're my father. You're supposed to send me money.
Until you're old enough to do it for me.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, yes, you are.
I don't think so.
It doesn't matter whether you think so. I said so. I am father. What are you doing?
I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Who else is there?
I'm recording my podcast right now.
Ah.
You want to say anything?
Hi, podcast. Who's there?
Nobody's here.
Who can hear?
Nobody. Well, the people eventually will.
Hi, podcast people. This is my son. He's spawn of the sea demons that take over the bodies, the pod people.
This is staying in. Alright.
Demon spawn.
You have any funny stories?
What?
You have any interesting or funny stories that have happened to you recently?
Oh, cool. You want me to show you what I found today?
That's not going to do the audio podcast very much.
Found 2 of those.
He held up a handicap sign for his car.
Handicap. Found 2. Also found this.
And he's showing me a knife.
And alright, there's another one. Where is it? Here it is.
Nice switch.
I got chocolates too.
Alrighty.
Want chocolate?
Someday. Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Love you.
Yeah, do it.
Bye.
Alright, I don't know if I want to keep that in.
No, I like it. I like it.
All he did was he was showing me stuff, and the bloody guy wouldn't just... It's like he didn't grasp...
I don't think you have to keep everything in. But...
He wasn't grasping the concept that it's just audio. He just like, I found 2 of these today, so I had to repeat back everything.
Did he actually want you to send him money?
No.
He just calls you?
He calls me every day, and well, you might listen to this. I ignore it I ignore it quite a lot, but... Sometimes I'm busy, what can I say? I usually call him back once or twice a year.
Yeah.
He calls back every day, so it's not like I'm totally giving him the sidearm on that one. Oh, I think our feet just touched.
Wow.
Heyo. It's getting a little hot in here.
When do you want to quit?
My job?
No, not your job.
Someday.
No,
Eventually.
This.
Well, hopefully I can do this for many years to come.
I'm saying.
Oh,
when do we want to end?
When do we want to end the podcast? I don't know. I've listened to pretty long podcasts before. I've listened to like 2.5 hours.
We're not worth 2.5 hours yet. We're not interested.
There's an audience for us out there. We
haven't found it yet, so we need.
We want them to have something to come back to. It's always fun exploring the back catalog when you find something new.
This is something. I just don't. I don't know what to talk about.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. We gotta make up some time though if I'm cutting anything out of this bad boy.
It's so weird. It's like when you do the podcast, you
immediately forget everything.
You run out of talking juice. Like that's actually a thing to have energy to.
Oh, for sure.
To be presentable enough.
And it's just hard with 2 people, I think, especially since we're not always the most talkative people to begin with. But yeah, the more people you have, the longer they go, just because there's more variety, more viewpoints and stories.
Yeah, more stuff to bounce off of. Like a fly. Bouncing off of stuff. Just like your thoughts.
And on that note, I think that might be a good stopping point. Or should we have something a little bit of a higher place to end it from then?
Do you want to create a higher place?
Nope. All right, this has been Shambles episode 2. Adios.